V'zehu derech or makif, and this is in a way of an encompassing light, because they cannot receive in an inner way the ministering angels of the nations. Like we said, Sar Tzilam Alehem, Lefisha Sar Tzilam Alkein Lachmenu Heim, and since their makif, their tzel, their shadow has gone away, therefore they are our bread. Similarly, you can understand the idea of to be a shadow upon your head. That is also the encompassing light that's higher than the inner light. And look what's brought about this in the Mamar, that I am dark and beautiful. The second Jerush, like the tents of the Kedar, it's also a makif, but the tents are black, dark tents of darkness. So it's a similar idea to the concept of the shadow covering the dark makif. That just like in the tents of the Kedar, that which encompasses does not get mixed in with them. That the holy does not mix in with the mundane. So too, this encompassing light and holiness is from the Holy of Holies. That's higher than the holy. So just like Lahavdil and Klippa, you have the makif of Levona that doesn't mix in. So too, in the Holy of Holies, the Holy of Holies does not mix in with the holy. That just like the holiness is separated from the mundane, and therefore it's only a shadow upon your head. And it's drawn after Yom Kippurim, that shines from the Holy of Holies. That this is the concept that within which the Kohen Gadol goes into the house of the Holy of Holies. Like it's explained in another place, that from the cloud of the incense in Yom Kippur, in the Holy of Holies, Sukkah, that draws the clouds of honor of the Sukkah of Akatores. And the concept of the Ketores is the idea of you will remove all the sparks from out of Egypt. You will take all the treasures out of Egypt. So that's just like the Ketores, which we said is made out of inanimate objects. Levona, and so this purification through the Levona, through the makif that elevates the sparks, that elevates the below. That through this their makif goes away of the that gives Inika, and it elevates these klippos, like it says that he removed the bark from the trees of the forest. That's which is, I guess, a makif of the yar. The forest is some kind of place of darkness, I guess. And v'yechsov is to take away the makif, that which surrounds the trees, the bark. And therefore, through this, it becomes like a shadow upon your head. And to save you, so if Tibur Hamas Chilas Usasi Birchvei Drush Aleph. Look at the idea of what's brought about the horses, that also they take this idea of the mitzvos that are in physical things, that are this that they can take and travel a very great distance swiftly. That it's a similar idea of this encompassing light, of the encompassing concept of the Levona, elevating the physical to a high height, just like the horses in a tummy animal that are able to move swiftly to a great distance. Because the letters are called horses, and they're letters from Shem Sag. Kisus gematria beis pamim Sag, because the word for horse sus is the gematria of Sag twice. And when we're talking about the sus of Paro, so you have here Shem Sag, which is this makif, but with Paro, which is the klippa, so you have the makif of the klippa, the levona. Therefore the horse does not understand. So too, I've imagined you, I've compared you, my love. We compare in holiness the same idea, that you have this concept of this supernal, encompassing light from the high and exalted, Beis Pamim, which, like in the Az Yashir, with the horses, we say Ki Ga, that Hashem is very exalted. Beis Pamim Sag, which that refers to this 2 times Sag, that Ga is this concept of twice Sag, this Makif, and like it says in concerning the horse that the king is rode upon, and so too it is with the Sukkah Shugamkin, Bebina Shubina Sag Hulu, which is also in Bina, which is the concept of Sag. So the Sukkah is a similar concept of this Makif of Levona. And look what's brought in Torah Ohr concerning that the Jews received this concept of drawing down the name of Sag. It's the idea of the mother that crouches upon her chicks. And this is the concept of the Sukkah, as is mentioned before in the name of the Tikkuni Zohar. And afterwards you have to send the mother away, the mother that crouches upon the sons. So that's like the Sukkah, that's Makif, the mother upon her sons. So in Shmini Atzeres, so too in Shmini Atzeres, we no longer sit in the Sukkah, we send away the mother bird, and take the chicks. That's like how it says by the Beis Mikdash, that on the 8th day they sent. So that's like sending away the mother bird, which is the Makif of the Bina, because it's coming into Pnimi. And that's why the space in the Sukkah is up to 20 amas, Shem Esr Sfiros, Milamata Lamaila, Umilamaila Lamata, that there's 10 spheres from below to above and from above to below. Val Gabi Sukkah, Matik Yamin, Shinu Becheshben Esr Sfiros, and upon the Sukkah from Atik, which is not included in the counting of the 10 spheros, only it's drawn down to have Hashem be your shadow, which is not the case if the empty space of the Sukkah is higher than 20 amos. It's no longer the shadow of the Sukkah for that reason, because the tail is the concept of the schach that's just at 20, that corresponds with the level above 20. So if you go beyond 20, so the tail of the schach no longer corresponds with that makif of the atik yamin. And in Tikkunim it explains that the bina is called the sukkah of peace. What is sukkah shalom? It's that which is covering over the peace, Shu Tiferes. That Shalom is the concept of Tiferes, that's Chesed and Gvur together. And the Shukas Shalom is that which covers over the Tiferes, that encompasses it. and that's Bina. So it's Sukkot Shalom. Vain Bilkut Torah Sof Dibora Maskil Shkorani Venava Hanal Ben Yinki Yirias Shlomo, and look what's brought in Likutei Torah, that I am dark and beautiful, that we mentioned before, but the Alei Kedar, concerning the opposite of the Alei Kedar, or like the tents of Shlomo, like the curtains of Shlomo, which are white. So it's not a makiv, but it's like a curtain that covers, or it's like a urios. The urios might be like a sheet on top. That's higher than the concept of the dark tents of the Kedar. They're white curtains above, or white sheets above, that are even higher. Now the concept of peace, that's the idea of unity and connection. The Sukkah Shalom Zeu Chuppah, and the concept of the Sukkah of peace, that's like a chuppah, which is like a wedding, a uniting. That's the source and the encompassing concept to this unity. Like we said, that Hashem has these two viewpoints, and the Kel is the makif to both of them. So the Sukkah is this Kel of Kel Deos that enables the Yichud of above to below and below to above. Like we said, it's 20 amos because it includes above to below and below to above. We can further say the Sukkah is the supernal mother Shemi'iri Malzun that shines on the masculine and the feminine Zan Nukva Hainukibur Yudke Vavke, and that is to unite the Yudke of Hashem's name with the Vavke of Hashem's name. Sheyi Hashem Shalem, that Hashem's name should be complete. So the schach, the encompassing, is the Yudke, and the chibur, the yichud that's in the sukkah, is the vavke. That's Hashem. That's the complete name. Zeu gam pein perush sukkah shalom, and this is also the explanation of what it means, the sukkah of peace. And mashakazu minyan sheyashim shalom, sheyashim shalom belukutei Torah parshas Re'eh b'dibur maskil Re'eh anochi nosein lefnei hayom bracha. It says, that there it talks about the Yudke and the Vavke, the Tav Kuf Samach Gimel, Benyan Mi Bara Elachulu, concerning who created these, that the Mi is the concept of the Bina created Ela, the Midos and so forth. Hulu, Chibor Mishu, Bina, Imele Vav Ksavos, the unite, the concept of Mi, which is Bina, with Ela, which is the 6 sides, 36, 6 times 6. Therefore, he sit in Sukkah for 7 days, which are Vavke Shiyai and Yudke, that the Yudke should shine into them. And therefore, the concept of the day of Shmini Atzeres is in order to have the throne of peace, Akisei Shalom, or Akisei Shalom. So if you have this concept of the Sukkah is to unite Vavke, therefore the day of Shmini Atzeres is when it's complete and you have the actual Yichud of the Vavke. So it's similar to the idea of how Malek, you have Gadol Kiska, and you want to have the unity of the Vavke as well. So that's Shmini Atzeres. Lashon Yatzur Ba'mi, the concept of gathering my nation, or ruling my nation, that's Shmini Atzeres, and it says Hashem will be king, Hashem will sit as king forever. That's the kisei of Hashem's being king, that corresponds with this idea.